know his name. I have no idea who that is.
I yelled at Mike here a while back.
Ira.
Jeremy.
Yeah, because Mike asked him for updated flow sheets for the hydrants in town. He goes, I gave them to you last year. I shouldn't have to give them to you again. He's like, we're paying what we're
Hey,
paying.
Nicole. Well, I don't know his name. I knew Tori, but I don't know his name. This is just the wastewater for IDEM. It doesn't have to go in front of them. I just need your signature so I don't forget.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
I gotta sit here because if it loses
Connection. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Right here, right? Or wait.
Is that
Yes. Signature of applicant.
Yep, that'll be you. And then I'll scan it to them. Thank you. I just knew I would forget.
Ladies, how are you? Did your hubby tell me? Did your husband tell me?
Oh, yes.
You know how long we've been having breakfast together and I had no clue that was your husband?
Said, well, I didn't know that too. I said, yeah, that's who it is. He said, well, my gosh, we finally figured it out.
We did.
That's a good place to have breakfast.
You know, I enjoy it. I feel home there. Like, it's a place for me
That's
to,
what he feels like.
I can sit, we can relax each other, relax, and just,
Allison's.
It's a place where I can kind of have my own spot. It really is.
Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah, it really is. We have a core group of people, and it's nice. It is. It's been very nice, and they've been very open, including me in it. And now I'm just like,
you just one of the guys.
I'm one of the guys that show up, and it's really nice.
In Indiana, we call everybody guys.
Oh yeah.
And if you say that in Texas, they think, oh, you're only talking about the men.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's y'all. If you want to say
Y'all.
everybody, it's y'all.
All right.
But if you say you guys, they say, well, that's just the guys. The ladies can't participate.
don't totally do that. Yeah, no, poor guy.
He sent me a picture of his jacket. And I was like, God, what did you do?
I know.
I was trying to get it up by myself and get it all in at once.
Yeah, did he tell you he gave me a heart attack?
I know. His elbow too.
Third degree trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, it was Wednesday. He's like, well, don't forget the meeting. I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah,
what was going to me? I said, you trying to fool me. Because I was like, today is not Thursday, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, he told me about that.
He's like, well, she has so many, I don't know what's going on. Because I'm sitting there going, oh my God, I'm in a jury trial. I didn't get out till 7:30 last night.
Oh, God.
So I was like, huh?
You did. No, you need to sign them and give them back to me. Yeah, it's a different form now.
Oh, okay. They changed it.
Just a couple words, but
Gotcha.
same thing. And so she asked me to, the State Board of Counseling asked me to
They added a few little,
different words to it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I didn't have the most updated, apparently. Or they just did it. I don't know. Who knows?
Just so you all know, our potential applicant, Mr.
Oh, you mean complete?
Yes, I told him to be here at 5:30. I'm hoping we'll have our meeting moving along. I didn't want to sit here and wait for him. So he'd be here ready.
I knew they had somebody.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, I didn't want to wait.
I just haven't been out much this day.
No, I don't want to go on. We use it for exercise class and then I take care of it.
He does his own running. That's how I got him.
I take my mom and dad to mail to them every day too. Because they don't want to get out either. She's okay.
I saw your dad out walking the other day.
Not my dad, Uncle John.
No, Uncle John.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw your dad,
Yeah.
Uncle John.
Now, John walks all the time.
Yeah,
He does walk all the time.
He's really cold.
He is very faithful.
He goes now, but he does an extra walking. If he had nails,
He does.
that's kept him healthy.
Yep, it sure has. Makes him feel good.
Updated it, put my things in and kind of condensed it down. It was about 4 days long. Oh,
Is this one more?
And I think it's been cold in Florida.
Yes, it
Down
has
there.
been.
And you know, when they get cold, it's hard for them to get their houses on.
Well, they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Fruit trees and stuff.
Yeah. So, it's been kind of chilly down there. And that water,
you said you had the heat on.
I have. I've had it on since like 10:20, 10:40.
Yeah, this table's freezing.
The doors were shut, but it's just not enough.
So anybody that brings this gets a copy of this.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock. We'll call me to order. Just give me a second, please. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do we have anybody from the public that would like to make comments, questions?
I guess that's me then.
That's you.
Okay, I'm not from the local public, but I am from the public. So, evening everybody. My name's Dirk Gary, and I'm Director of Member Services with Indiana Municipal Power Agency, your wholesale power provider. So, I think we probably about a year ago or so come back and did a general presentation. So, first and foremost, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing all right?
okay.
Good deal.
It's
Okay.
cold.
Just cold, me too. Me too. Well, hey, thanks for letting me come in this evening. I'm not going to take too long. Reason I'm stopping by is just kind of a general checking in, seeing how everybody's going. If there's anything going on we need to help out with. And the other part of that too, which, Michelle, is Brian coming tonight? I won't forget to ask that real quick.
I'm thinking so.
Okay, all right. Well, I didn't want to leave him out or anything like
Yeah.
that because Brian,
Yeah, he's
Right.
aware.
he's aware. Okay, Brian Mullen is your commissioner, but we also were aware at IMPA that Brian has had his hands full with just being the only guy here working right now. So our heart goes out to him on that. He is busier than all get out. So. And Brian's a great commissioner, but we know because he's been so busy, he's not been able to come to a whole lot of things that he used to in the past. And so, one, just checking on, making sure everybody's doing okay. You know, because we care about you guys as members of IMPA. The other piece of that is if kind of seeing as far as attendance goes in the future, if, you know, Brian could, you know, make some time to come to some meetings, that'd be great so he can stay up to date on things. But the other side of that too could be if he's got his hands full and he simply can't get away from town. I just wanted to see if that was something he still wanted to be in charge of. By all means, if you want Brian to be your commissioner, we love having Brian. I don't want to change anything. I just want to kind of check in and see how things are. So
is there a minimum requirement
No.
per year of meetings?
That's a great question. No, I'm just trying to incentivize with what little I have for him to come because we love the guy and he's great at it. But he's just so dang busy, and I feel for him on that. So, no, great question, Nicole. There is no minimum attendance. We do have some meetings we recommend. So I can share some key meetings that maybe if you'd like to jot down to maybe kind of, you know, make sure he can have the time to come to them. We love that. Particularly, one that stands out is annual meeting. That one is a 2-day one, but the main business meeting is the first day. That's going to be coming up here in March. That's a Thursday, Friday. And then, which I think he's probably already got the invitation for that. That's probably en route anyhow. But then beyond that, the other two big ones that come to mind would be see budget occurs in July, so a July meeting. And then also, not our annual meeting, but as for our rate study. Sorry, I misspoke on that. Our annual rate study is reviewed every September and voted upon in October. So Brian would get the information in September, and so he'd have that month to take a look at it, you know, share with Michelle, share with you guys, and then any kind of questions may have on potential rate changes or whatever the study withholds, he can bring that up in that month span and then vote yea or nay in October. So we just want to make sure Darlington's continuing to get the good representation, and Brian has been great in the past as commissioner. He's still great. It's just we know he's so busy he can't get away. That's just kind of a bummer in the situation. So speak of the devil. So yeah. So anyway, I was just giving them some kudos on you, Brian, and then talking about some if we can get them to maybe carve out time for you or get you some help so you can sneak away to a meeting with us. So if that's something you still like to do. Sometimes, okay, we'll take that. We'll take it sometimes. I'm good with that. So anyhow, just wanted to share that with y'all and kind of see, you know, we kind of help each other out on that. But actually, since I'm here, something we kind of offer through member services is if you're short on help and you're looking to hire help, we actually will do job postings for you guys through our website and also through APPA. So one of the things I was kind of curious about tonight is to kind of get him some extra help. Are you thinking about possibly an apprentice or a journeyman maybe or something like that? Or okay. Well, I just want to throw it out there. If you had a job description, we'll share that for you guys so he can get some help in here because you'd be surprised sometimes if we put those posts through APPA, there might be some experienced folks that say, hey, I got family in that part of the country. I'm looking to move back. And they sometimes will look into those positions. So, but if you already have something in mind too, that's okay. But we just want to offer that free of charge where we can post those jobs for you and get him help.
Appreciate that.
Okay, well, good deal.
Great.
All right. Well, Brian, I may have sold you out. I was just trying to have you get some help so you can get to a meeting here and there, but I know you've been busy for quite a while. So, anyhow, okay, good deal. Good deal. Well, anyhow, that's all I got, folks. Just want to check in on that. Is there anything you guys would need from us or any questions you may have? That's okay. Okay. Brian, how about you? You're the man in charge. Anything you need from us?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to keep you guys.
All right.
Okay, day by day. I like that. If you guys need anything, you just give me a holler.
We appreciate
So,
it.
Brian, I know you got my number.
Yep.
All right.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Any more public comment?
Are you a
I'm
public?
here for an interview. I'm just very,
Yeah.
I'm very early.
Yeah, I know, but I was just always pointing the time.
Did you have, or are you just here to
I'm just
observe?
observing.
All right.
Okay.
Great. So we need to do the approval. Oh, you want to go down to Brian first so we can get you out of here?
It
Or?
don't matter. I'm a little late, so do whatever you need to do.
Approval of minutes. Do I have a motion to approve regular minutes for January 8th?
I make a motion, we approve the January 8th regular meeting minutes.
A second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? So then do I have, for money matters, approval to pass the appropriations report, payroll docket, and revenue report?
I make a motion that we approve the money matters.
A second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Then we need a approval to accept the 2025 annual report.
It's in your stack.
That's the, okay.
Yep. Yep.
Do you have a motion to approve the 2025 annual report?
Motion to approve 2025 annual report.
Wait a second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Okay, and then we have the amended salary report. 6/2025.
That was just to add Bob and Phil on there as
Oh,
part-time
yeah, for the-
employees. Mhm.
Okay.
You already have on there a second or a third and part-time in the police department, so we will not have to amend again
Okay,
if you in turn.
okay, and this is just a formal, we have to approve the amendment?
You have to amend the salary ordinance anytime you change it, so we'll have to take a vote and then I'll send it back in.
The change was adding that.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay.
Yep.
Do I have a motion to approve the amended salary ordinance?
Make a motion to approve the amended salary ordinance. Second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Then we have new business, contract with DFI.
I sent to you when I sent you your all of your stuff for the council meeting to look ahead of time. Teresa and I did an entrance interview with the State Board of Accounts representative. And what she wants to have a contract done between the town, the council and the DFI because you do not charge the DFI, but you do charge others. And it has to state, it doesn't have to state necessarily, how'd you say that, Teresa? It doesn't have to state why, does it?
No.
Well,
You don't have to have a specific reason because it's sort of part of the town. I mean, it started out as part of the town. It's not now, but it did start out that. But I don't think.
So I'm confused. So we have to have a contract if we want to let somebody freely use
No, with
this.
DFI.
Why DFI?
Just DFI?
Why just DFI and not randomly?
She
You see what I'm,
Because
you know,
They don't.
I know.
they don't rent it.
they don't rent
Everybody
it.
else
They
rents
have
it.
the
Well,
museum
the town
upstairs.
employees weren't renting it either, they weren't paying to rent it either, so, but now they are. So but we never had to have a contract for that, that's what we're trying to see is why.
You're more than welcome, like I said. If you had questions,
Yeah.
you need to ask her then.
Good at answering them.
She is. I mean, we're just giving you what she told us that day.
Yes.
That
Yes.
it's an annual contract.
Yeah.
From the way I read that, I could be fine with having them sign a contract that we're not charging them, but I'm not okay with trying to make them sign a contract that if they were to disband, that they have to give the money to the town, because I don't believe that now, my opinion could change with the people that are sitting on that board for DFI in the future, but as of right now, the people sitting on that board, I firmly believe have nothing but the best interest of the town, and they wouldn't do anything like that. So if legally we have to have Tyler draw up a rental or a contract agreement that we're not charging them, I can get behind that.
Yeah.
There's no way in Hades I can get behind questioning any one of the people on that committee's integrity.
Right.
That was never a question of hers.
That's
The-
kind of how the email came across, though,
That's
that's what I
how
told you today.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a
That's
minute.
kinda how it came across.
You had to, okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, Teresa. Okay. Or you can take it. What she said about the money.
You go ahead.
Well, you were there.
I know that my mind's not very good. I'll tell you myself.
Well,
And
it-
again, I could have read it
No.
out of how it was.
I don't even know how to put it. This is what she said. Teresa said that she had gotten questioned about a Fifth Sunday dinner as to, hey, I came to the Fifth Sunday dinner. You know, what does the town do with that money? And Teresa said the town doesn't get that money. And so she said, The only thing the State Board of Accounts is looking for is a contract that you don't charge the DFI, because you do have all these contracts over here where you're charging all these other people. But you need to be aware that if they disband, that money doesn't have to come back to the town, because you don't have anything as a town that says this money comes back to the town of Darlington. Because as the Fifth Sunday Dinner is advertised, it's advertised as a fundraiser for the community center, and the town owns the community center. That's,
But they have offered to help us with that money.
I know all that, and I told her all that. You just have to have a contract that says you are okay with not charging the DFI. Don't make more of it than what's there. It's just that simple. Yeah, but you had to be aware that Teresa was not aware of that. She was not, and she said, I wasn't aware that it wouldn't come back to the town, because that's.
Doesn't have to come back.
No, it doesn't have to. No, and she had to go do some research and find out from the state, but no, it does not.
Okay.
But it's just to make you aware. If one of you said, now wait a minute, I want to make sure that, then you can have Tyler write that contract up that way.
Okay.
That would be a donation back to the town, to the thing, okay? I just don't want it to get taken the wrong way or put out there the wrong way.
In the future, we discuss it instead of trying to do it by email, because that email, the way I read that email is
I did.
is that we were going to try and let them know that you could either do this or you could do that. It was either or is kind of how I was taking that email.
Well, it is either or. That's what I'm telling you. It's either you do this or you don't do
We're
that.
telling them either you leave it to us or you know, that's what it was sounding like. So
No, I put on there that I've just given you an idea of what she was asking for. She leaves sometime in March.
Well, with that being said,
I don't understand. I don't understand who.
I understand writing contracts, but
I'm being audited, our 4-year audit, the State Board of Accounts rep.
not ready to payment.
Okay, so
Use the.
so this isn't like, it doesn't have to be something huge. It basically, but does Tyler have to write it up? Pay him $250 to write up something?
So it's legal.
I don't know how to write a legal contract, so.
I would make a motion to have Tyler draw up a contract with DFI stating that we will not charge them to use the community center.
Yeah.
I would second that.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Police radios. Motorola.
You have the information.
Yeah. And it looks like to me, if I'm reading the lit, I'm assuming we can use some of that lit money that we would, or am I?
The public safety money?
Yeah.
Well, you're going into his budget with that, but
Yes, but I didn't know if you possibly got an answer with that. Oh, wait.
you mean the opioid?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, you're fine.
That is
It'd be the opioid unrestricted money
okay.
only, and
Right.
you only have appropriated $1,000 because we only have 3.
Okay.
So that still leaves a pretty healthy balance of 5124. He does have. I don't know if Kevin has any other expenses. He typically does not.
He doesn't, and we have to remember, we have gone half a year, maybe we've gone for that third officer salary this past year.
Well, but you passed
that different?
but that's different. You've appropriated a budget of so much money, okay?
Okay.
But he has in police equipment, which it shows 17.5. He's going to use all but $2,665 of that to pay for the truck, to pay for the police.
Right,
So,
okay.
He doesn't typically have other equipment that he necessarily needs in that appropriation line. But then he's also gotten public safety money in his other budget. He's got professional services sitting at, $47.50. So he could take some there. You won't. It's on this appropriation sheet. He's also got repairs and maintenance that would still give him, about $1,900 because he's had to use a little bit. So I feel like it's a doable thing unless you know of something that he's going to have to get because he's not. We'll have to fully clothe and do things for him.
That'll come from the uniform.
But that can come from the uniform line over here. Yeah. So I feel like I mean if Kevin's he didn't mention anything to me and he felt that these were very extremely important to get on the same.
Huge.
Okay, you can explain it better than I better stay. Yeah.
I can't express how important it is because now that Crawfordsville Police Department and the Sheriff's Department is now non-restricted, our guys will be out here and they won't be able to hear with the radios that we have right now. And that's a huge safety issue.
Yes.
And this is very reasonable. Plus, we're going to save in the long run too because the sheriff is open to us. When there's updates, which usually happens a couple times a year, he allows us to take our radios, get them upgraded for basically for free. Raycom's there.
With theirs.
Yeah, bring them there, and so we wouldn't have to have. Right. I mean, so and it's nice that he allows that. He, not just Darlington, he'll do it for any of the town marshals that need that. And it's a pretty reasonable price. Knowing the equipment that's out there, this is pretty reasonable, honestly. I know it looks big right now, but the initial is going to be, but I don't know. Officer safety, public safety.
You didn't pay for the last radios; they were donated by EMA.
Yes, EMA. That's a very good point too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we've
so they're used. they're used and then used again.
Yeah.
So
that's just my input take on it. I don't know if anybody has any questions or. And from dealing with, I've been in the service for 26 years now. Motorola is a top-notch business. They go by their word, and I have yet to have anything negative. Anyway, that's my personal.
well, if you do that, you need to. If you want that to go through, you're going to have to make a motion.
Sure. I just want.
You can put it on old business to March if you want to. That's up to you. I don't know what his time frame is.
Well, this is not this expires March 31st. So I'd like to.
There you go.
I mean, if it wasn't too pressing to people, I'd like to see if everybody was comfortable making a decision now. Unless I was just giving some time to see if anyone had any questions.
I think it's good. I mean, it's just going to be better for the whole system.
Yeah, if they'll be on the system, they won't have to worry about anything.
Everything.
It's huge.
The more they know,
And if you think about it this way, and I'm not trying to be over dramatic, but their radio is their lifeline. It really is. When they step out of that car, that's how they can communicate. That's their So any responder, not just officers, but firemen, everything. So that's my piece. Do I have a motion to?
So where's the, I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
It's gonna come out of the opioid. And then where's the rest?
Well, if you want it to come out, 1,000 of it to come out of the opioid unrestricted, you're going to make a motion on that first.
Oh, okay.
The rest, then you can vote on to come out of what's already appropriated in a couple of different line items he has. So make a motion on to accept it.
Okay.
And in that motion that you would like 1,000 of it to be paid out of.
Okay. Be specific.
Yes, in your motion.
Okay.
Yep.
But before we do that, my question still, which one of these, is it gonna come out of the lit public safety? Is it gonna come out of?
It'll be opioid, general, and lit public safety. Yeah, that annual report is yearly numbers that you're looking at that we used last year. That updated appropriation report is what I sent you in your email. I mean, of what we currently have of your balances in each line item. So, yeah.
The general, lit, and.
Yep. Kevin has a budget in general, and he has a budget in public safety both.
And that public safety account is unrestricted, where it can only be certain things. general gives them a little bit broader. Okay, so first I'll see, do we have a motion to accept the police radio upgrade, I guess?
I make a motion we approve the upgrade of the radios.
Okay, and then do I have a motion to take $1,000 from opioid?
But that's two, isn't it?
No, you can do one motion. Just,
I'm sorry.
you're going to make a motion to accept it,
And
then pay 1,000 out of opioid unrestricted,
Yes, the unrestricted opioid.
and the balance coming from his appropriated line items that he currently has in the police
that's where
department.
I'm emotional.
Gotcha. All
This
right,
will not be on candid camera.
it is.
All right, so I have a motion and a second, right? Okay.
Okay.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed?
Okay, I'm going to have you sign this one because
Cool.
you guys can use yours, but I need one that's signed.
Yes, okay. Is that the, okay, gotcha, yep.
They haven't done anything in the radio.
Okay, all business. We've got the community center future spreadsheet.
That's just an update for February's numbers.
Okay. Now we have the AT&T tower new telephone. Uh-oh.
So I had AT&T. I had a meeting with them over the phone on last Friday, and this is for the getting rid of the landlines in the business and stuff like that. This isn't about the tower. And so basically, what happens is, just going to dummy this down the best I can because I had to have him dummy it down for me. We will have like a tower, mini towers, so to speak, in our office. And we don't have to have a new telephone system, telephones or anything like that. Our equipment is good. We don't have to upgrade any of that. Now, this is one of them. This is a contract, a third-party contract through Digital Management Company, which that's what AT&T is using as different companies to give out resources to help comply with this, with getting rid of these. It's called AIA Internal Air. So basically, small towers are in the office. Our current meg in the office right now is 18, and it'll go to 80 to 100. So that's good service, obviously. And then our current phone bill will go down $5 on all of them, which would be here, the town hall, wastewater, because they have one for their alarm system, and the park. Mm-hmm. So it's going to stay on here because there's going to be more information to come. That's just what I know right now. They still have to do some services to see where we're sitting at, obviously. That was one of the things that he pulled up on the thing. So
what about the rest of the community? I realize the town hall will have good service, but what
you mean as far as your home?
Well, like just people in general that have, they get rid of landlines, or they?
If you have a landline, you'll keep your equipment, but you'll have basically the way I understand it. And I could have this wrong. That like a tower, your own personal tower is kind of how he called it. I don't know on the service for everybody in the town as far as your phone,
So is
yeah.
the mini tower not happening now?
The bigger tower, you mean?
So we were going to put our.
They don't have the funding for it right now. They still don't have the funding for it right now. So this is a different guy, though. That's on the construction side. This is a different thing, and it could be very well because of this, because of what they're implementing here. I don't know. It's still in works. They're still working with it. This is just step one because we lose our office line in November of 26.
Sounds like a bad deal for the town.
So you're saying though that you'll get to have your landline phone still in the office? Okay, because we were wondering for the library, because Butch said we can't go to a cell phone for the library if
Nobody
I
has to go to a
leave.
cell phone. No, you'll have your landline. You'll still have your landline.
Okay.
And then
Well,
there's this,
he got that letter that said they were turning it off, and he said,
they're getting rid of the copper wire for the landlines. Yeah. Once you contact them, it's a lot better when you contact them, what they're doing and how it works. Yeah. Once you get your letter, if you've gotten your letter for home, contact them. That's this guy's business. You know, they'll let you know when you're home what you'll entail and what kind of service you'll have. So I don't want to speak on mobile service because I don't have enough information on it. So, you know,
Probably don't either right now.
they don't. I mean, they don't.
They get rid of the landline. What's going to happen to the internet? Is that on another line separate?
I don't know. So your landline, people can still call your landline. It's not going to be through a copper wire, I believe.
It'll be through that little tower.
I believe. I don't know. I mean, I don't have enough information on both of them. I don't have information on the internet yet. They're still doing their thing. We all have choices on our cell phones. But here we really don't. I mean, the services they're not the only company doing this, and they're not the only company having to deal with this. You're going to see Verizon's going to do the same thing. They're all going to do the same thing, and it's going to go to this air internet. Yeah. So I just have that much information right now. There's just steps to it. Yeah. I'm just keeping you in the loop in case somebody asks you. I know it is a concern with a lot of the elderly in town too, as to what's going on with their landlines. So if I find that out, I'll let you know. But if you get a letter, I recommend calling that because they have designated people to answer your questions and how it works. I don't think it's as scary as it seems. Yeah.
Keystone BSA/cloud.
You have that in front of you. I gave you all that proposal. I told you all the benefits of it. The one thing that I told him on the phone yesterday when he sent the proposal was that my concern is our service. is how good our service is to take on this upgrade. The upgrade's fantastic, but you got to have the service for it, and so he said that if you want to waive the migration, the migration fee's huge on there. That's a huge amount of money and that's migrating all way before me. Everything with the town of Darlington, that 40,000 that you see on there, 42,000. If you do that, you've only got so much time to do this and waive that. You don't have to do this. It's just I'm telling you these are the services that they are offering. And then we say, okay, we want this, and then we find out, hey, we don't have enough, we don't have the juice to do this. We've got what we've got. We don't have to comply with it. However, we can moved out to January next year so that we know where we're sitting at with,
I think that'd be,
AT&T.
How do you feel about that?
I don't care, but we can't go sign up later. You see the deadline date on that migration? I put it on a spreadsheet here, the pros and cons. It's probably just at a glance, so you didn't have to go through the whole thing, this thing here. So if you look at that, you see that migration date is
6/30/26.
You would have to make some sort of decision by then in order not to pay that huge fee of bringing all of our data over. And bringing data over is expensive. I'm just going to tell you right now. It was in the millions when the county had to bring data over. So I'm okay either way. What we've got is working. This offers a lot more, but there's always going to be that. Do I think what we currently have are they going to come up with another upgrade for it? Yes, they will. Will it be to this amount? No. What we don't have is we do not have servers, and you need to understand that. We are on a desktop. We are saved to a thumb drive, and the thumb drive is secured. So when people want to know why we won't take payments through their bank, that's exactly why we don't, because we don't have that type of, I don't feel like we have enough security for that. So, yeah. So that's, one thing that we do not have. So our system goes down. We're we're relying on the thumb drive to pull it all back up. So, or if something happens with the building or whatever, just, I mean, I don't.
I think for me.
For me, I don't care.
I'm sorry.
I mean, for me, I can do either or. Yeah.
I'd like to maybe take until the next meeting. I want to go
I
through
would
the
too.
number. I want to go through.
Well, if we've
I
got
know
till
we've got
June,
We've got till June.
Yeah. and I can maybe I'll find out more about the
Okay.
AT&T situation
Oh,
by
sure.
June
That might
that I
help.
don't have right now.
So is everybody okay with tabling this and keeping this on?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd like to. Let's just do that. Let's just keep that on old business for us.
Yes, I want to say this real quick back to the AT&T because this is Bob's field of expertise, right? He said, because he's watching, he goes, the air service will hit the tower in the home. That's how your phone's going to work
Okay.
in your home. Okay, it'll work through that, just so that answers your question. So you might have a little tower. So it's going to hit it, and then thank you. That way you'll know. Okay, same thing with the office. And that's a huge difference in meg service, though. 18 to 80 to 100, that's a lot more. So does that help a little bit? I know it's not a shame, but yeah, that'll help. So, and I'm keeping him in on the loop because he knows a lot more about it than I do. But
Anyway, you have anything else to say about that before we move on? I guess keep it on old business.
okay.
Do we have anything new on the community cross? I know we kept that there so we don't lose track.
I'm just keeping track. Yeah, we're just sitting idle waiting on the guy to do the next thing on it. So,
Did we have anything from the attorney?
I don't think so. I don't think he had anything, to my knowledge.
And we got wastewater report.
They're doing all right. They're gonna have to get some work done on the, and I don't know if any of you know, it's a big round tank out there. It's called a clarifier. It's got a wiper arm that runs around and drags the scum
I
off.
think I remember you talking
So this cold weather, it halfway froze in it. It's still working,
Sure.
but we could probably straighten it somewhat, but it really needs probably rebuilt. He's gonna find out what that costs, but everything else is running out there. Survived that cold spell.
That Arctic.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything for wastewater? And then the electric.
It's going good. Sent a bunch of old transformers to Solomon, and normally they just give a scrap price, but this time they rebuilt 6 of them for us, which is going to cost us, but it's cheaper than a new one.
Yeah.
So they showed up today, and I was pretty glad about that. And then everything else seems to be holding up on the electrical, thank goodness. So.
Anybody have anything to report?
Good job.
Well, holding its own. I think that line rebuild, I mean, I know it's on that side of town, but I think it wouldn't have survived as much. So, plan on doing some work in town this summer. Just don't want to drag Crawfordsville out and this.
Right.
It's just cost you twice as much for the same work. So,
MVH.
just trying to keep the streets cleared.
Yeah, no, we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we were all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's supposed to snow what, tomorrow or Saturday? Slightly. Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Yeah, I think we all are.
So,
Anything for Brian on
That's good.
that? Yeah, thank you so much. Do you have anything for us?
not as of now. I think we're going good. So,
All right.
had Larry, and it's none of that, but had Larry help me on the boiler. It was down for a while, and he had enough parts to get it going. I don't know if he'd be able to do
Yeah, it was like $42.
that. Okay. So, but I'm gonna order some more parts, get some more parts. So it's up and running, holding its own. It's been running for what, 2 weeks since that, right before that cold spell. And list of parts I should be able to order or go through Baker or somebody, but just give me a heads up on that. So
Appreciate that.
Yep.
Town marshal report. Everybody saw the email. Anything I need to bring up to him? Okay. The park, I'm assuming nothing right now since it's kind of.
Well, he's got one thing. He's going to put the keyless lock like we have at the office on the door for softball and baseball. That way, and give them a code, and they can get in and out when they need to practice and do their stuff. And I want to mess with getting keys back, and then we can just change the code when it's over with. So.
Melissa Kane called me and talked to me 2 or 3 times. She said that Bob couldn't get there to lock and unlock, and she said, you're gonna have to do it.
That's why we're getting the keyless boxes.
I'm gonna have to do it. She said, yes, every ball game, you have to come up and unlock it for us. I said, okay, I'll bring it up at the board meeting and see what they say. So I'm glad you're gonna do the keyless. She didn't know that, obviously, that she was gonna put the keyless. She knows who's gonna put the.
She knows
Why
now.
did she tell me that?
She knows now.
Oh, she didn't know then.
No.
When she called me, because she called me in January.
Yeah. No. Nope.
Okay.
So I don't have to worry about that.
No, I think you'll be fine.
I'd make me my fingernails on. Twice a night.
Code enforcement.
I did notice the house on Madison's got a for sale sign in it, whether it's for real or not.
Yeah.
That'll be
So,
a godsend.
that's
for us.
gonna have some issues. I don't know what the time, but they're gonna have to upgrade that service because they bypassed the meter. Well, they didn't bypass it, they stuck copper bars in it. So whoever buys them, you know, they need to check with the town because I'm sure you got outstanding. debt for
Oh, big time.
everything.
We got rooms on it for sure.
Yeah, so I don't know what that'll bring in title, but you'll hear about all that. So,
Hey, as long as it sells and it makes
Yeah.
it not an eyesore anymore. that's
Sure.
perfect.
I hope it does sell.
Okay. Clerk treasurer.
I have the tracking factor for April, May, and June. All rates will go to 0, or they will decrease 0.000587 per kilowatt hour for the tracking factor rate. So the new rate will be 0.003906.
I make a motion that we approve the tracking factor for April, May, and June.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed?
You have your billing report in front of you. I don't know if you have any questions on that. And do you want anything on the website for the March bills?
How are they paying the bills? I mean,
Well, this time of year they don't because they're on assistance. Yep.
So being on assistance, do we still get a check from whoever's assisting them?
For electric, but not for the other 3. Not for
And we
the,
get that monthly still, and they're just supposed to, I know we can't shut them off, but they're supposed to pay. So if their bill's 100, they get 75 given to them, they're still supposed to pay us the 25, correct?
Yeah.
But even if they don't, we still can't shut them.
not until March.
That's what I thought.
Not till March.
They're really high this year. Yeah. I think that's all I have.
Marilyn, do you have anything for us?
no, I don't. I just want to say thank you, Mr. Owen, for doing all you've done to put together. It's been a rough, and who's ever helped you, he's actually done a good job.
Jennifer, do you have anything?
I just gave everybody the new updated.
Yeah.
And is everybody okay with that? I mean, It's,
I didn't see no issue with it.
okay. I'm gonna have, Michelle put it on the website too.
Website.
Okay. Okay, that's all I got.
Jeremy?
I do not.
Teresa?
No.
I don't have anything.
I have one more thing. You're not gonna do the festival.
Oh, yeah, no festival.
What? No festival?
Sydney is out. I figured she would be with having 2 kids. She's getting ready to have her second one and no help, nobody came forward. And I'm not doing it by myself anymore. So, and I'm sure he understands, Jeremy at the Legion understands because they run into the same issue, so.
Um, One more time, public comment. Okay, so our next meeting is March 5th, 5 p.m. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We have to do it separate.
Oh, separate meeting, okay.